Welcome back, friends. Let's take a look at my first week of February to see how it's going. Now, first for my daily practice. Typically on days when I have to walk my mom's dog, I wake up between 7 and 8 and have about an hour before I have to leave the house. And generally, I would spend that time online, just relaxing on the couch. But this month, I have been making every attempt to make my morning coffee and sit down with my planner to reflect on the previous day and plan for the day ahead. It's easy to check things off on a list, but I have to admit I've been struggling a little bit with my daily practice, especially the things I'm doing to celebrate love this month. Self-care, acts of kindness, and gratitude. And I've really been struggling being mindful throughout the day to actually do these. So what I'm finding is that I sit down in the morning and then try to think back on the previous day to see what happened that may classify as one of these. But it's just the first few days of the month, so I have to get into the habit of consciously planning these things and reflecting as the day goes on. That's basically the point of this, is to bring more mindfulness and notice these things throughout the day, or actively plan to take care of yourself and do nice things for others. Notice the good things that happen throughout the day. So I have been struggling a little bit, and there's definitely room for growth, but I'm not too concerned. I think I'm on the right track here. There have been some days that because I didn't consciously do anything for this category on this particular day, I have nothing to write down. But again, now I'm being more mindful of thinking ahead of what I would like to do, not only waiting for opportunities to present themselves and me not even registering. So again, some of these are missing. Some of them are a tiny bit of a stretch. For my other habits, I've been doing very well with water. I've been doing pretty good with flossing. I did miss yesterday. I've been doing okay on vitamins. I missed one day. And then I did miss 2 days of movement, and that was on the weekend. I did not feel all that well on the weekend on top of being very busy. And since I did not have to walk the dog, I chose to let this go. But other than that, I've been doing pretty good. Here on the bottom in my cleaning tracker, if you remember, these things on top are things I would like to do weekly. And these other things are things I maybe don't do that often, but it's time or past time for them to get done. So I did put them on this week to try and fit them in somewhere to get them done. And then for my daily to-do lists, like I said, I sit down in the morning, I check things off from the prior day, and then make a plan for the next day. What I've really been liking is that I can check things off on here as I go, as I get things done throughout the day. Whereas last month when I was filming a video, I was holding off so I could check these things off while recording. But I do enjoy going back in here multiple times a day and having that little pleasant boost of checking something off. Obviously, there have been things that were moved day to day and still didn't get done, but it's not about perfection. It's about progress, and I definitely think I'm doing well. Yesterday, for example, was a very productive day for me. I am super excited to say that I washed my floors. And by wash my floors, I don't mean mop. I deep cleaned them, hands and knees, and cleaned the baseboards and anything, that needed attention while I was down there. So it took me a little bit of time, but I am so happy. I was really enjoying walking barefoot on fresh, clean floors. However, because I did do that with the floors, I strained my elbow a little bit. And I was planning to clean the tub today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I need to rest my arm, listen to my body, and there's always next week when that can get done. It hasn't been done in a while. One more week isn't going to be the end of the world. So far I am really liking this setup. My only issue, if I could have one negative here, is that it does feel a bit cluttered for me. One reason for that is because I started on a Saturday with the first of the month. Typically, my week does not start until Sunday, so I'll only have 7 days to work with on these pages, so I'll have a bit more room going forward, and everything will have a little bit more space. Other than that, perhaps I could write things in a little smaller to keep things organized and looking clear. I have checked some things off here on my goals as I go. However, since I still do have those 2 days left in the week, I won't do the final check off until I'm ready to plan next week. And I'll show you that on Monday when I show you my setup for the following week. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are making progress on your goals and living your best life. And I'll see you in a few days to plan next week.